Hello everyone, so I'm back and I'm going to try to make a game. I've done this a couple of times before in 0 hours. So currently it's 1:59 a.m. Eastern time, and in 1 hour it should be 2 a.m. So I'm going to go from 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. for the 0H game jam. And well, it's almost time. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to fire up Unity. So this is something I did a couple of years ago. I think the website is 0hgame.eu. So there's two different times of years when this takes place. It's a little bit earlier for people in Europe, in the EU, and other countries over there. Create a new project, and so I always call it like turn back the clocks. Turn back the clocks. And I want to put this in, I think I have a folder for my clock games. So I'm just going to call this Clock 3. This is my third installment of the Turn Back the Clocks series. Clock 3. Okay, create the project. So I think the version for EU took place a couple of weeks ago, but since different parts of the world turn back their clocks at different times of the year, then it takes place at different times. So the point is to develop a game from 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring up the asset store. And this is the first time in a few weeks that I've actually created a game from scratch. I've been doing more gameplay videos recently. Just taking a little bit of a break from game development. I think I was really starting to hit burnout and everything from game development. So yeah, you can imagine in 1 hour, this is going to be a fairly simplistic game. Install, yes. The first year that I participated in 0H Game Jam, just did a little simple clock simulation. The second time, I actually had something where you could click on the clocks and set back the time. Thought that was pretty neat. I think I'm going to do like a little shooter where you can just like shoot the clocks. Maybe not have them turn back in time or anything, but or maybe I could have like a little timer, and as you shoot the clocks, it sets back the time or something like that. I don't know. I'm not used to all this new Unity stuff. Services. So, as you can see, just installing Unity is taking 2 minutes. Yeah, an hour goes by incredibly fast when you're making a game. I guess I could go ahead and... yeah, this kind of takes control of everything. It's like, why is it installing Windows Phone 8 DLLs? I do not need that. So yeah, we're already 3 minutes in, and I don't even have my development environment running yet. So I don't know if there's really no hard set rules or anything, but I'm doing everything from scratch now. They may have... I don't think it'd be bending the rules too much to go ahead and have your project set up with no real development with all your libraries, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm starting from scratch. Okay, I want to get rid of this. It is a good test just to see how much you can do in a short amount of time. So, developing something totally from scratch. So I'm going to create a cube. I'm going to do my standard 3D shooter. So this can be a ship. Create a folder, make my prefab folder, prefab, and go back to my scene. There's my cube. Want to take the camera and move the camera overhead. Ship camera. Why? I need the top view. Bottom. Top. Okay. So I want to move the camera's back 10 units. Move the camera to 0, 10. Then I want it to be rotated on the x-axis 90, I think. Yeah, there we go. So now I'm looking directly above it. So I'm going to take my ship and go to Playmaker, Playmaker Editor, drag this guy over here. I'm going to create an FSM, call this Movement FSM. Just call this Move. And do get axis vector variables vect move vector 3, add that state. So I'm gonna do this by 5, map to plane x, I think that's right, yeah, xz. I want to store it in vect move, action browser, translate. We're not doing anything fancy here. Not doing any super collision detection or anything. So we're not using force. I'm just going to do strict translates. Space world. Vector is going to be vect move. So per second, every frame. I don't have to check it. One thing you always need to check is make sure that if there is an every frame option, that it is checked. No camera. Oh, there we go. So, hey, we got our little spaceship. So I'm going to move main camera game. Oops. Main camera. So I'm going to move the ship back. Main camera. Now he's off screen. Ship. Move him up. Main camera. There he is. Okay, so now I want to have the bad guys. So I think I'm going to go ahead and prefab my ship. Project. Prefab. Drag my ship in here. Then I'm going to have like a level manager. Level manager. Just make things simple. Add FSM. I'm just going to call this level manager FSM. I'm going to call this init. So if I start now, I won't have anything going on. Action browser. Create object. I'm going to create a ship. There's my ship, but I want to create him at position. I want Z to be like -5. That's the only thing bad about using prefabs. You can't manually specify positions. I don't want to change this. I'll go ahead and put them at 1080. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we'll need an enemy, 3D object, cube, pull this guy out, enemy, and then I'm going to pull him up. So the enemy, Playmaker, create a new FSM. FSM, state. This is going to be movement. FSM. State. Move left. I think I'm going to do move right. Move right. Move left. Have two events. Do move left. do move right. Move right goes to move left. Move left goes to move right. Move right. I'm going to translate. Per second, I wanted to translate on X. Say 1 unit. And world space. Just go ahead and do worlds. I don't know if I want to do world. I think I want to do self. Yeah. This guy's totally turned around the wrong way. That's okay. I'm going to do self per second. Yeah. Good. He's totally off screen. Enemy 005. Then I want to rotate him on the y-axis by 180. That way, if I put a model in there, the model will be facing the right way. Okay, that's good. So I want to copy. I want to copy that. I think I want to do 2. Okay, that's good. So translate, action browser. And I'm going to do this very simply on a send event based on time. Really, I should be doing this based on position. But I'm going to send event, do move left. After, say, 3 seconds. So it should move to the right for 3 seconds and stop. Yep. So I'm going to copy these 2 actions. Copy. Paste. So I'm going to move -2, not -22. Do move right. And I think everything else should be... Oh, I need to... Yeah. Yeah, it should be good. So now he's moving left and right. So now I want to instantiate a lot of these guys. So to do that, I'm going to pull this guy down to my prefabs. Leave that guy there for right now. Create a new folder called scripts. And I want to have a level manager script. And open this up. I don't know what the hero thing is going to... I think I'm having clocks for the enemies. I don't know about the thing that's going to shoot. I don't have a clue. I'll come up with something. Okay, so I'm going to create public void, create level, and int ij for I gets 0, I is less than 4, I plus plus, for j gets 0, j is less than the, I don't know. Do I want to do 10? Do 10. J plus plus. Instantiate. Okay. So I need public game object enemy prefab. Instantiate enemy prefab. At position new vector 3. Do quaternion. I don't know how to do the identity or the rotation right there. So this might be a little bit off, but I don't care. I'm going to do minus 5F. Maybe I should do more. Maybe I should do 10. Minus, because these are going to be 1 unit wide. Minus 10F plus J 0F minus 5F. Nope. 5F minus I. Okay. J gets game object. G obj transform rotate vector 3 up 180 degrees. Save that. So now in my level manager playmaker, I need like an instantiate. I could. Okay, I'm just going to. Oh, there is my init right there. So I'm going to pull my level manager on my level manager object. Then in the init, I'm going to action browser call method. Then I'm going to use the level manager script. Method create level. So they updated this a little bit. Then I need to drag my enemy prefab over to the script. I can delete the enemy. Yay! So yeah, they're still a little bit too big. That's okay. They go back and forth. I think I need to pull the camera out a little bit. I need to like stop halfway in the middle. Okay. It's gonna do 2 times J. Save. Where's the main camera? Pull it up to 20. There we go. Let me do 2 times I. 2 times I right there. Save. Okay, so now we got this going on. So now I need a bullet object. I think I want to do little characters first, just so I have something going on here. Okay. File, new. I didn't need to do that. Okay, go. 5.1. I'm going to delete this. Want to add a cylinder. Create cylinder to X90. Actually, I should do it facing up, man. I don't know. Which way do I want to do it? And go back. Scale Z. Okay, we got a nice little cylinder there. That'll be my clock. I always like doing something to do with the clock. Scale X 0.5. No, scale 0.5. So now it's 1 unit. Yeah, there we go. File, save as. Go to my folder. Projects. Clock. Clock 3. Turn back to clocks. Create a folder called model. Clock, blend, save. I still got a little bit of time, about 40 minutes left. Doing pretty good. I just don't know what my hero character should be. I don't have any idea. Just like a little spaceship or something. What would change the clocks? Like a key or I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and go to my texture mapping, UV editing, go to an overhead, go to orthographic, mesh, UV unwrap, project from view. So now I got my circle there. I'm not doing anything fancy here. File, new. 1024, 1000. Actually, I'll do this the right way. Image, UVs, export UV layout, layout clock, export, back, GIMP, file, open, find my folder, projects, clock 3, turn back the clocks, assets, model, clock layout, add a layer, okay, move it down. So now I'm going to get some clocky color, this orangey color. I'm going to edit, fill. Ooh, I didn't want that one. I just wanted a greenish color or orangish color. I don't want a freaking pattern fill. Okay, there we go. Going to do a circle inside. This is always really weird and awkward here. Edit, fill, black and white. Want it. Select, stroke. No. Always forget where it's at. Stroke selection, say 2, stroke, and then I want to do little lines, which are always really off. 2, so I was like 1, 12, 6. I could have done a lot better than this, but oh well. Programmer art, ha ha ha. Okay. File, export as, texture clock, export, and go back to Blender, image, open, texture, there's my clock. See if I can view it over here, there's my crappy clock. File, save, go back over to Unity. Come on, Unity. And put my enemy in. Need my enemy. There we go. So, going to go to my models. Should have my clock. Oh, I forgot to disable. No, I didn't. Oh, I forgot to do something. I need to select that. And I'll go to edit mode, shading, smooth. There we go. File, save. That's why it looked kind of rugged around the edges. I'm going to pull clock on my enemy. On my enemy, I'm going to get rid of the mesh renderer. So now I just have the clock. I think I also want to have the clock spinning, I think. Apply. And enemy. Rotations are really cheap and easy, so why not? Add FSM. Just going to call this rotate. Action. Rotate. So this shouldn't modify my bounding box or anything. I could do it that way, but I'm not. Rotate. Rotate. I want to rotate on the X axis like 45 degrees per second. And apply. So now I should have a bunch of clocks. There we go. Looks pretty good. It's kind of Yankee janky. I don't know. Delete that. I hate these state labels from freaking Playmaker. Sometimes even when you turn them off, they still come on. Why is there so much light? Light is too bright. Oh well, I'm not worried about it. I need a hero. I don't know what my hero will be. File, save, file, new, reload. I just make some sort of little ship or something. I don't know. Do scale 0.5. 111. I should need it smaller than that. Scale. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Grab this, extrude Y, scale X. Okay. Yeah, this is the problem. It's like extruding both ways. Extrude. Extrude. Okay, that's fine. It's good enough for me. Scale Z. Little spaceship type thing, but I think I want to GY this back. And maybe take these 4. Ah, no. Z7. There we go. Extrude. Scale X inward. So there's a little ship. Pretty simple. Pull these back. G, Y. And that's pretty simple there. File. Save as. Ship. Save. UV editing. 1, 5, 7. Select all. Mesh. UV unwrap. Project from view. Scale this out. So I'm just doing a quick and dirty here. Image. You don't know, UV export. Layout. Ship. Export. Oh, we're at the halfway point. Will I make it? Open. Layout ship. New layer. Okay. Pull it down. Get some like spaceshipy color. Some light blue or something. That's good. Want to fill. Get a darker color here. Maybe draw some lines or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is really quick and dirty programmer art here. Put some red dots on it, like little lights or something. Little dots on the side. Maybe some green, I don't know. Or a little rectangle. Fill. There we go. And that's something simple. So I want to undo the layout. File, save. Texture ship. File, export as texture ship. Export. Let me go back to Blender. Image, open, texture ship. Turn on texturing. Looks pretty good. That's our little ship there. There's a little green box and little red things on the side. File, save. Close Blender. I think we're done texturing and modeling. Project. Did I forget to? Yeah, I did turn that off. So I need to go to prefab, pull in my ship. Go to model, pull in my ship model. Put that as a child. Turn off the mesh renderer. He's facing the wrong way, so we want to go do 180 that way. So that looks good. We're going to apply, close that, delete your ship. So there's our little ship. He can't shoot yet. I think I'm going to move the ship back as well. Oh, man. Level manager, playmaker, init. Move the ship back to 10. Okay, that looks pretty good. 720p. Okay. I think I want the background darker as well. Main camera. Oh man, solid color. I want it pretty darn dark in here. Okay, I could do like a moving texture background. Why? These things look so freaking bright. Don't know why. Okay, here we go. New 3D object. Sphere. This is going to be my bullet. Bullet. Add FSM. Move. So the bullet is going to move. translate Z. Let's do 5 in self space per second every frame. Woo. Okay. Bullet. I'm going to make it a prefab. And so when ship playmaker net FSM, call it shoot, no idle. This is shoot FSM. Idle, add state, shoot. Key, no, button, get button down, fire 1, events, do shoot, idle, crap, idle, add transition, do shoot. When that's finished, we're going to go back to idle, shoot, action, create, object, game object. We're going to create a bullet. I'm going to spawn it at the ship. Position Z plus 1.5. Actually, for the bullet, it makes things simpler. Playmaker. Oh, come on. Need my bullet. There we go. Move. Edit prefab Z. I'm going to do this in world space. Makes things simple. Apply. That's not the way I would do it in a real game, but to make this simple. Okay. Ship. Playmaker. Ship. Idle. Fire 1. Do shoot. Shoot. We're going to instantiate bullet at the ship plus 1.5 in Z. I'm not going to worry about this. Oh, it's not instantiating. What's going on? Oh, I gotta press that. So that's way too big. So make things simple. Bullet. I want to scale it down. 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. I'm going to apply. There we go. Could add a tail as well. Bullet. Add. Is it miscellaneous? Rendering. There's like animator, zone. Did they remove that? Layout, rendering, light. I think they removed the tail. That was always a neat little trick. Playmaker. I like the tail. Miscellaneous. I don't see any tails. Tail renderer. Huh. Okay. That's okay. Always like the tail. Okay. So. Bullet. This is always the tricky part. Bullet. I'm going to make one right there. Playmaker. Bullet. Edit prefab. Add FSM, new FSM. Collide FSM. Idle. State. Collided. Events. Do. Collided. Idle. Where's my do collided? Do collided. Idle. Do collided. On collision. Collision event. So on my enemy, need to add a tag called enemy. This isn't the best. This isn't the way I would usually do this, but for time's sake, enemy, bullet, playmaker. When the bullet collides with an enemy, send event, do collided. Get collision info. Game hit object variable. OBJ enemy is a game object. Add. Collided. Object enemy. I'm going to do destroy. Destroy object. Object enemy. That should work. Assuming all physics is on. No, it's not getting physics events. So this is the weird thing you gotta turn on. Apply for the bullet. Also I gotta apply a rigid body to the bullet. But then I have to make it is kinematic. And don't use gravity. Oh, I didn't apply. Bullet. Oh, come on. Apply. Go. I'm running out of time. No. Why? Okay, I think project enemy. That's got a box collider. It's not a trigger. Oh, maybe it's off. Okay, that big one's getting really annoying. Enemy clock. I don't know why it's not colliding, getting a collision event. I can always do it the other way around. I'm gonna get rid of this bullet here. It's really annoying. Oh no, enemy. Bullet. Playmaker. Okay, let me do it the other way around. Project enemy. Dragon enemy. Playmaker. Actually. Enemy. Bullet. Copy FSM. Enemy prefab. Add FSM, paste FSM. Idle collide tag. Get rid of enemy. Project bullet. Add tag. Add bullet. Prefab, bullet, add the tag, bullet, enemy, project, enemy, playmaker, enemy, collide, collide with a bullet, decollide, destroy. Well, that's actually a bullet, but oh well. If it destroys the bullet, I'll be happy. No! It didn't destroy the bullet. Wow. I can't believe this isn't working. Why is it not going to the next step? Let me add a rigid body. Physics. Rigid body. Is kinematic. Nope. Playmaker, collided. Action browser. Let's do destroy self. And on the bullet, I want to do destroy self. Collided. Action. Destroy self. I just want to see these things destroy. No. Why? It should already have. Oh, wait. They sure look like they should be colliding there. Bullet has a rigid body, has a sphere collider. Constraints, freeze, XYZ. Enemy, freeze, XYZ. They sure aren't colliding. They should be colliding there. Bullet. There's the enemy. I don't think making collision continuous will help. We can try. I'm almost out of time. Why aren't these colliding? Okay, I need to get rid of this stupid maximize on play. It's really annoying. Like, get a bullet. Where did the bullets go? Where are the bullets? Yeah, they should be colliding here. Bullet, playmaker. Move. Collide. It's like they're not colliding at all. I could change them to triggers. I really don't want to. I don't understand. Well, I can just submit this, I guess. I don't know. Enemy. Rigid body. Box collider. 111. Bullet. Sphere collider. Rigid body. But it's not sending a collision event. Bullet playmaker. Bullet idle. Collision event on collision enter. Collides with an enemy. Well, when the enemy collides with a bullet. Do collided. Collided. Destroy object. Why doesn't this work? Idle. They both have rigid bodies. I don't understand. Ship. Tag. Player. Enemy. Collided. Let's see if I can do collide with a player. Maybe since I added do is kinematic, maybe that turns it off. I don't. That may turn off the collision when I do is kinematic. Project bullet. Turn that off. Enemy. Turn that off. I still got it constrained on all three positions. Oh, there it goes. So that's why. So is kinematic disables? I didn't know that. Can I do a counter real quick? Do a UI text. Score. Oh, come on. Score. Oh, crap. Oh, I hate this. Canvas. So you got to change all this stuff every time, which is so freaking annoying. (1280 by 7). Well, that's what I wanted. Score width 512, 256. Text score. I want to move it over, and up. Canvas. I'm going to create playmaker project. I was going to do some sound, but I guess I won't do that. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do this. Scripts. Create. C# script. Score. Just add this anywhere. Oh, crap. Score. Yeah, I'm not going to have time to do this. Not in 5 minutes. But if I was to add the score, this is how I would do it. Reload. Where did the score go? Come on, score. Score. Let's go to the score script. Score. Go score. Okay, maybe I can do this. I don't know. Public. And I score. So you do using Unity engine.ui public text score. update text score dot text get score plus I score. So I should have score with a semicolon. It didn't do score with a semicolon. Text score. Oh, I didn't drag it. So I drag the text component. I can do either one. Usually I have one script for all the graphical components. Score 0. Okay. So, I'm gonna run out of time. Collide. Oh, where are my objects? Prefab. Bullet. Playmaker. Bullet collided. Oh, this is gonna be too tough. Call method. So I need to go over here. Public void increment score. I score plus plus. I don't think I can do this because this isn't a prefab. Collided call method. Text score. See, now we get into this stuff where I can't click on this one and the other one at the same time. Playmaker. Bullet. Now I got a lock. And see if I can drag text score. Can I drag the score script over here? No, I can't. Okay, so I'm just disabling this. It's okay. Still have 4 minutes left. I can do some sound. Play sound effect. Why do I still have an error? Oh, I never did do anything here. File. Save scene. New project. Scenes. Game. I want to do a sound effect. Can I do a sound effect in 3 minutes? BFXR. Any sound. Shoot. Laser. There we go. Save. Export wave. Export wave. Up, up, up. E. Projects. Clock. 3. Assets. New folder. Audio. Laser shoot wave. Save. Oh man. I forgot about ship. I'm going to put the audio on a ship. Action browser. Shoot. Action. Audio. Play. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do this. One shot. Laser shoot. Add audio. There we go. Play. Okay, I think that's it. I think I'm done. One minute to spare. Save scene, save project, file, build and run, Windows x86, build and run, new folder, build. New folder. Turn back the clocks 3. Turn back the clocks 3. So save. So officially I've built it 1:59 in the morning. So it should be turning back to 1 a.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, so it turned back from 2 a.m. to 1 a.m. So now we're back to 2 a.m. So it was a game developed in 0 hours. Yeah, from 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. Go ahead and play. I didn't do an exit or anything for this. Oh well. So I'm going to close this up, package it up, and load it to the website. Projects. Clock 3, turn back the clocks, build. There it is, if anybody wants to play it. Send to, compressed. Turn back the clocks 3. I hate making a itch.io project. Just for this. Dashboard. Come on. Come on. Give me a down arrow. New project. Turn back clocks 3. Upload files. Projects. Clock 3. Build. Turn back the clocks 3. Game created for 0hgame jam. Jam. And I'll fix the screenshots and everything else later, but basic, simple shooter. So that's Windows, save, secret URL, we'll just use this. Go to the 0hgame jam site, see if I can submit it. Close, submit. Turn back the clocks 3. Here's the URL. Browse. Oh, I gotta have a screenshot. Smith. Basic shooter where you shoot the clocks. Screenshot. Need a screenshot. Turn back the clocks. Clocks 3. Windowed. 1280 by 720. I think I'm just gonna make. I don't want to use the secret URL. Turn back the clocks. Draft. Just go ahead and make it public. Okay. Alt print screen. Edit, paste, new image. File, export, screenshots, turn back, screenshot 01, export, close. Oh, how big is that screenshot? Screenshots. How big? 36K, that's good. Go here. Add cover image. Clock 3. See, half the time it's spent doing all this administrative stuff and not actually making the game. Projects. Clock 3. Screenshots. There's a screenshot there. Public, save. View page. Turn back the clocks 3. Go back to this page. I want a fixed URL. V, browse. E. Back to my folder. Projects. Clock 3. Screenshots. There's a screenshot. Submit. Okay. Game submitted. Yay! So at 2:06 in the morning, so it took 6 minutes just to submit. I wonder if view games, if it shows up yet. See, that there's always something that goes wrong with my submissions. Oh, there it is. Yay, I'm on here. Yeah, so there it is, a game created and submitted in 0 hours from 2 a.m. to 2 a.m. It's very simple shooter. Very, very simple shooter. Look at all these games created in 0 hours. Okay, thanks everyone for watching. Go out and check out the game if you want to try it out. It's very simple, but yeah. It's a game created in 0 hours.